What's up, guys? It's me, your girl Cat Corelli, and this is episode 314, the Pi episode. Whenever I see 314, I think of the Pi, basically. Before we move into the video, please subscribe and hit that bell notification, enable all notifications, otherwise you're running the risk of missing a lot of my episodes. I release videos every 3 days. Every third day there is a new video. 4 videos in a row are my painting videos, paint-throughs, and then every 5th or 10th episode is a music-related episode. So hit that bell notification and enable all notifications for my channel. With that out of the way, let's move into the video. So I continue this series of smaller paintings dedicated to the city of Nice. And this time I'm painting a colorful sunset in the city of Nice with a view of the sea, Mediterranean Sea in the distance. Somewhere between the houses and the end of the street there is the coast, probably. There's like a street that runs along the coast in Nice, and there are beaches right there. And the name of the street is Promenade d'Anglais, or Promenade d'Anglaise. I think Promenade d'Anglaise, as far as I remember. The English promenade, basically. The English Walk is the name of the street. I think it's down there in the end of this street. It kind of crosses it, and then there is the beach, and then there is the Mediterranean Sea, but it's kind of really in the distance. And then there's a distant coastline with some mountains in the far distance, and the sun is setting right there in the west. So this is a view down this street, and it's kind of getting dark here, so the lights of the street cafes are already on. And as you see, it's very loose. It's very impressionistic, this painting, if not expressionistic at this point. So I'm deliberately going for these broader brush strokes and high contrast painting. Very loose approach to architecture. I'm almost deliberately challenging myself to paint architecture. It's always been kind of difficult for me because I would be naturally swayed to dig in my heels and try to paint very precisely, each and every element of, architectural element. But the challenge is not to do that. That's my personal challenge. So I'm trying to paint loose something that is highly structured. Therein lies the challenge. You see what I mean, right? Because I had this episode where I talked about painting flowers, where I think I was conditioned when I was a little kid to overthink things and to paint or draw highly detailed, intricate little things, but I always felt that that's not really my nature. That's not really what I want. It's kind of an overreaction. And so I'm doing the opposite here. I'm deliberately using oil paint to explore the looser side of things, the more impressionistic side of things, the wilder side of things. So I'm taking a subject matter that is highly structured, right? This is a very structured composition. There is a street that goes all the way down, and it has all these rigid structural elements on the sides, right? You have these houses, buildings with a lot of architectural elements on them, and yet I'm trying to paint it as loose as possible. You see what I'm doing to the windows. I kind of neglect their shape, even, to a large extent. And I add almost random elements, just because I feel that there should be a brush stroke with that specific hue, with that specific shade or tint, and I just add it. And that's the whole point of this painting, to convey the vibe of the street running down and the temperature, the warmth of the sun and of the street lights coming on, and the cool of the distant landscape over there by the Mediterranean Sea. And I'm gonna be going back and forth, between these smaller paintings and larger paintings dedicated to Nice a lot, because I think I found something here, and I just like the interplay of these street lights and the blurriness of it in the distance, and how the temperature changes, the temperature of the painting changes as the eye travels from the foreground all the way to the distance. It becomes cooler, and it's kind of washed out colors, but here in the forefront it's all expressionistically vivid and saturated, very bright colors. This painting already has a frame for it. I'm just going to varnish this painting and I'm going to put it in a frame, and chances are this painting will appear in my Etsy store already in its own dedicated frame. I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, I also want to say, while I have time, that I will be posting TikToks and Instagram videos and probably YouTube shorts with varnishing my paintings. I will get to that. So there will be shorts coming soon. I won't make full videos out of them. It just doesn't make any sense. But I think little short clips, that's what's going to start showing up on my YouTube channel. Anyways, thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your likes and comments. I really appreciate this. If you like my content, share it with others, share it with your friends. Don't forget to follow my store on Etsy. The link is in the description and in the card here. And see you next time. You will hear me next time. Ciao.